Hello students, good morning. So today I am going to revise the principle of capacitor. After that, the effect of dielectric on capacitor and the capacitor series parallel and distribution of charge on capacitors in series and parallel. Okay. So before going to the principle of capacitor, I want to start with a small analogy which is very useful for understanding the principle of capacitor. Generally, what is capacity? For example, I can lift a 50 kg. That is my capacity. Okay. So capacity is a general word. Okay. Let us say if you take a small vessel, okay, what it is capacity? For example, it can store 50 ml. It can store 50 ml. That is the capacity. Of course, depends on the dimensions and all. Okay. So if I look at the small analogy, just look at this. Take a vessel. Go on adding water. For example, if its capacity is 100 ml, let us say the capacity of this vessel, that volume, that's a vessel, okay? It can hold 100 ml. Add 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, like this. So as you are adding water, the level increases. The level increases. Okay. So that means the potential energy of the water is also increases. Okay. So more is the water, more is the level, more is the energy. Okay. So now I can compare when it comes to the electrostatics, water is compared with the charge, level is compared with potential, and potential energy is energy. Okay. So same thing happens. Okay. I want to store a charge. I want to store a charge. Where do I store? I can store on any conductor. For example, you take a metal plate, Okay. So I can add some charge. Generally, suppose if I remove the electron, initially the number of electrons is equal to the number of protons in this metal. Neutral. Surrounding, there is no field, no potential. Okay. I'm removing electron. Removing electron is as good as saying adding positive charge. Positive charge. Okay. Suppose if you're adding positive charge, whenever it is a charge surrounding, what is there? Electric field is there, electric potential is there, electric potential energy is there. Okay. So I can store the charge on this metal. Okay. So if I go on adding the charge, okay, 1 coulomb, 2 coulomb, 3 coulomb, 4 coulomb. Okay. More is the charge, more is the potential. What is potential definition? Work done in moving a unit positive charge from infinity to this conductor is called potential. Okay. Potential work done per unit charge is potential. So more charge, more potential, less charge, less potential. Okay. That means you can say charge is proportional to V. You can say first point is more charge on conductor, its potential is more. Electric potential. Okay. So the constant of proportionality between these two, we call it as capacity. The constant of proportionality between charge and potential. Okay. It's like more water level. Just like more charge, more. Okay. So the capacity is defined as definition. So remember that I'm starting with the definition of capacity. The capacity is defined as amount of charge required to increase the potential of the conductor by 1 volt. Okay. Q is equal to C when V is 1 volt. What do you mean by 1 volt? Work done in bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to the point is 1 joule. 1 joule per coulomb. Okay. So this is what the definition. Q per unit potential difference. Okay. Generally, capacity unit is farad. Of course, farad is a bigger unit, microfarad, millifarad you can use. Okay. So, for example, the capacity of this conductor is 1 farad. What does it mean? What does it mean? Okay. To increase its potential by 1 volt, I need 1 coulomb charge. Okay. I had to give 1 coulomb charge. Okay. That's what the definition. Okay. So, fine. That means when I'm adding the charge, I'm storing the charge on this conductor. And I can use this charge for other purpose. Okay? Just like I'm storing the water in a water tank. After that, I can use for other purpose. Okay. So to store charge, energy, okay, or field, force, okay, everything is interconnected. Okay. So to store the charge, I use capacitor. Okay. I use capacitor. And how do you charge is by connecting a battery or by friction. So many things, methods are there to charging the body. Okay. So finally, so today's our topic is based on, okay, capacity of a capacitor. How do you build a capacitor? Okay. Can use the single conductor as a capacitor. Okay. So let's start with, this is generally we called as principle of capacitor. So let us try to understand what is a capacitor. So now this is a parallel of some plate. I am giving a charge Q. Okay. I am giving a charge Q to this. Okay. Generally, suppose if I am giving 100 coulomb charge, this side, because of symmetry, or this side is 50, this side is 50. Equal amount of charge is distributed. Is a square plate, let us say, or rectangular plate. So when I give a charge Q by 2 this side, Q by 2 this side is equal. You may ask, why Q by 2, Q by 2? Why not Q and 0? Or why not Q by 4, 3Q by 4? Okay. So if you look at the electrostatics of a metal, inside a metal, okay, electric field is 0. Electric field inside a metal is 0, and always electric field is perpendicular to the metal surface. Okay. Suppose if I give some electrons, because it's a conductor, so those electrons are distributed until the level is the same. For example, you have uneven surface. You are pouring some water. Okay. So the water level, okay, so the level adjusts such that completely the same level. You see, if the level difference is there, water will flow from higher to lower. Similarly, electrons will flow to higher until the potential is same. When potential is same, gradient of potential is nothing but electric field. Electric field is 0. So remember that the first principle of capacitor is, whenever you give a charge to a conductor, the distribution of charge takes place until electric field inside the metal is 0. That is the condition for distribution of charge. Generally, you have a plane charge. The electric field is sigma by 2 epsilon. If you have a two-dimensional plane charge, from Gauss theorem, you can prove this one. Okay. What is sigma? Q by A. Q by A. Surface charge density. Okay. So this side is Q by 2. This side is Q by 2. So the two fields inside is 0. Fine. Okay. Fine. Okay. So we have a charge and we have a potential. So if I want to bring a unit positive charge from infinity, generally infinity is nothing but a ground, then, okay, where the potential is 0. So if you want to bring a unit positive charge from here to here, I'll do some work. That work is called potential difference. So more charge is there, more work I will do. Less charge is there, less work is there. Fine, that's what the definition of Q by V. Fine. Okay, so that's the V definition of V. Fine. Now, surrounding completely up to infinity, the field is there. Field means nothing but energy. Okay. Now, without disturbing the charge on it, if I am able to decrease the potential, like by keeping the same Q, by decreasing the potential, I can increase the capacity of this conductor. I can increase the capacity. Holding more charge it can hold. How? Bring like this. That's what. You call this as plate A. You bring one more plate. One more plate. It's a neutral. You call this as B. Okay? It's like this. It is charged. Bring one more plate very close to it. Very close to it. Then electrostatic induction takes place. This positive will induce negative. Okay? And of course, this side is positive. Electrostatic induction takes place. And this negative decreases the potential of this. Of course, there is a positive also, but this negative charge is very close to plate A. This negative charge is very close to plate A. Now, suppose imagine I want to bring a unit positive charge from here to here. I do less work because of this negative. That negative will attract. That means, so if you look at the potential decrease means capacity will increase. Potential decrease means capacity will increase. Okay. Now listen carefully. If you understand this basic principle, the higher level problems we can solve very easily. Okay. Two charger capacitors are connected. Okay. That's what. That means. Okay. So this is a single metal plate having charge Q. Having charge Q. So it has stored some charge. There is a energy. Now, if I bring one more plate very close to it, this system can store more charge when compared to the single one. Because potential of this one decrease means I can add some more amount of a charge. Fine. Okay. Look at the next one. Look at the next one. So there is a charge on Q. Now what I do is, if I remove this positive charge, still the potential can be decreased. So what I do is, I will connect this to ground. From ground potential is 0 because of the huge size. The number of protons, number of electrons almost equal always. Even you remove some electrons, there no not much change. So ground potential is always 0. Now, so this positive charge is nullified by the electrons traveling from ground to this. So this positive charge is removed. This negative charge will remain here only. Okay. Because this positive will hold this one. This is called bounded charge. It is called bounded charge. Okay. This positive will hold this one. So now you have plus Q here, you have a minus Q here. All this even this side charge also will come this side. So okay, when this positive is removed, the potential further decreases, capacity further increases. Capacity further increases. That means a set of two parallel plates, one plate is charged, the other plate is grounded, can store more charge when they are like this. Okay. Even individual also can store. Individual, two without ground, with ground. So this system can store more charge, more energy. Okay. So it is like a water tank. I can store this one. So in between, so the two plates, I can store energy. This energy is in the form of electric field. Okay. So now there is no field this side, there is no field this side. Okay. Two parallel plates. Okay. So this is called capacitor. That's what my definition. Okay. So capacitor is a system of two plates. Why do you need two plates? Because by bringing one more grounded plate, I can decrease the potential of this one. I can add some more amount of. Suppose the individual can store 100 coulombs. With this 120. With grounded 140. Okay. So you may ask, why not go on adding the charge? Let us say, if you go on, let us say single metal plate is there. If you go on adding the charge, Just like a vessel, if I go on adding the water up to its capacity, it holds, and afterwards it overflows. Okay? Same thing here also it happens. If I go on adding the charge, the electric field increases, and surrounding the surrounding what is there, some dielectric medium. In this case, let us say air. Then dielectric breakdown strength of the air is around, I think, 3 kilovolts per millimeter. Across 1 millimeter, 3 kilovolts is the electric field. Then that insulator will become, the air becomes conductor. Then leakage of charge takes place. There is a limit for adding the amount of charge. So dielectric breakdown strength. Okay? So that's what the principle of capacitor. So now, okay, let us find out the capacity of this set depends on what factors. Capacity depends on what? Is it depends on area of the plate, or distance between the two plates, or medium between the two plates? Okay, you can expect important questions based on, okay, conceptual questions. Okay, formula based, anyhow we are going to solve. Okay, these are the conceptual based questions. Okay, so the capacity depends on the dimensions of the plates and separation between the two plates. Okay, the plate may be circle, may be cylindrical, may be spherical. So we are using initially now rectangular plates. Okay. So let us calculate the capacity of this system. Very simple, 1 minute we can calculate. So except at the edges, that's called a fringe effect. Almost the field is uniform between the two plates, except at the edges, the field is almost uniform in between. So the electric field between the two parallel plates, okay, because of this sigma by 2 epsilon naught positive, because of negative sigma by 2 epsilon naught, both are in the same direction. So the electric field between the two plates is sigma by epsilon naught. Of course, from Gauss theorem we can easily prove that the electric field. To produce uniform electric field, we can use this set of two parallel plates. Generally, it is connected to positive of the battery higher potential, it is connected to negative of the battery lower potential. Okay. And D is the separation between the two plates. And we know that potential gradient is nothing but electric field. Potential gradient is nothing but the electric field. So the potential difference between the two plates is sigma D by epsilon naught. This is the potential difference between the two parallel plates. Okay. So let us go back to our definition. What is the definition of C? Q by V. Q doesn't, C doesn't depend on Q. Okay. It is a ratio of Q by V. Okay. So capacity is defined as charge. What is charge? Sigma into A. What is sigma definition? The amount of charge per unit surface area of the plates. The amount of charge per unit surface area of the plates. Okay. By sigma gets cancelled. So the first formula of course directly I can give, but I'm giving a basic idea. Okay. So capacity of two parallel plates depends on the surface area of the plates, separation between the two plates, epsilon naught, permittivity of the medium between the two plates. Okay. Permittivity. Suppose if it is air, I am writing epsilon. If it is not air, then you write where epsilon is permittivity, electric permittivity of the medium between the two plates. Permittivity of the medium. Okay. Generally, for a given medium, I compare air. Okay. So the ratio of absolute permittivity of the medium by permittivity of vacuum or free space is called relative permittivity of dielectric constant. This plays a very, very important role. Dielectric constant. Okay, dielectric. So dielectrics means insulators. Remember that. As far as this topic is concerned, dielectric is insulator. Okay, so dielectric constant or relative permittivity. That means if I replace air with some glass, some insulator, it should be insulator. You should not short circuit both the plates. Then capacity increased by K times.
Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe Dr. RK's classes for more important videos. Thank you.